Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. If you're returning to the Traveling Blossom Tarot, I am so happy to have you here. Today, I thought we would do a past life reading. We're going to use the beautiful cosmic dice here to see what energies you may have been dealing with in a past life, may have influenced you, or they may have even been the sign you were. Let's see. All right, so we have Aries energy along with Uranus and the third house. So you may have been very prominent in communications field. You may have been an activist, someone that changed things, shifted things, a rebellion, very rebellious communicator. You fought for things. You are a leader. You stood up. You're a leader to change things in the way possibly things are communicated, in the way that we see things, in the way that things are brought to us. Information is given to us in television, whether it be television network, internet, radio, any of that. You may have been a very prominent voice that shook things up over the satellite fields, we'll say the satellite fields, because it feels very large, feels very spacious. Okay, so these are some of the energies that may have been influencing you. Excuse me. We're going to look at the light and the dark side. So first we're going to ask the court cards, who were you? Who were you? Who were you? Who were you in a past life, please? In a past life, collective energy. Yes. Who were you? These flipped. Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. So you possibly did work in some sort of radio, some sort of field where you brought energy or information over. You may have did like a radio talk show regarding love, relationships. Could even be like a game show or something. But definitely some sort of radio broadcasts where you brought forth some sort of messages. See the feather, those are messages. You brought forth truth, wisdom, great wisdom, power, knowledge. You wielded a lot. I do feel like that you may have offered change and ideas to people in how that they could change or evolve their relationships with possibly their self and others. With this Knight of Cups coming in, that is the cup or self cup too. So relationship changes with self and others, but on a grand scale, like you were really in the limelight here. You may have even been on like television or something. There's something here. You may have a podcast. Definitely a strong communication platform for you to bring forth messages and help people with their relationships, to help them along the way, to bring forth radical change with this Uranus coming in. Uranus really does like to change things. And this is changing how, you communicate, how you see things in regards to love, relationships, engagements. On the darker side of things, let's see. I almost forgot that. On the darker side of things, you may have, on the darker side, Spirit, darker side. On the dark side. On the dark side, okay, Queen of Pentacles. So you may have been greedy, envious, attached to materials, worried about financial gain, worried about stardom, worried about becoming a success. You may actually focus too much on work. With that Queen of Pentacles, eyes on the pentacle. You may focus too much on work. overexert yourself. Give all your energy to what you're building, what you're growing, you know, in the public eye, in the career field. An overworker. Tied to material wealth. Chained to it. Look at this. This rabbits represent abundance, wealth, luck, prosperity. Look, tied to. So you may be money hungry on the darker side of things. You may be money hungry, or what's the word? Well, you may be addicted to like stardom. You may want to really be noticed. Like you just really want to shine. You want to be in the light. You may hog the spotlight. Okay, you may hog the spotlight possibly from someone or others in your field, in your network. Okay. You know, we're talking about who were you, and it's coming out as who you were, what you did. It's all coming together. And I was going to ask, you know, my next question using the major arcana here. What did you do? So what did you do in this lifetime? What did you do? Justice. You did help people settle disputes. You help people settle disputes. You help them come about fair decisions and bring balance to their lives. You wielded the truth. You held no judgment, right? You did not look with your eyes. You looked with your heart. You saw both sides. You see balance. You see both sides. So you did. You've helped people balance themselves and stabilize themselves within their relationships, to see the other side of things, to see the other person's side. Wow. Okay. To bring about justice, harmony, triumph, success. There's power here with this justice too, though. You may be power hungry. You may just the shadow is attached here right now. I feel the shadow energy with it. Sometimes you may sometimes side with someone of more status than someone, let's say, of lesser status. And I hate that, because I feel like we should all be equal, but you know, we're not. So you may sometimes side with those that have, you know what, well, you may even take favors. Sorry, please don't shoot me. You may even accept favors to bring about, you know, I don't really feel that a whole lot, but I do feel it for some of you. I really do. I feel some of you are so attached to the money that it gets in the way of what you're doing, of what you are doing here. You're to bring balance, but sometimes, you know, maybe your personal life, your home life, your things like that get in the way of you doing your job, because you're worried about making the bills, or making the rent, or the money you had to spend on dinner last night, whatever it may be. I feel like sometimes your personal life gets in the way of what you do here, or what you did. So that could even be a part of this shadow energy, is that sometimes your personal life gets in the way of what you're doing, your job. Okay, so we are going to use the rest of the cards, the minor arcana, and find out what were the challenges that you faced. What were some of the challenges that they faced, Spirit? Broken truths, half truths. This is what I get with this deck. This is the Dark Reflections deck. The Ace of Swords, you know, is the truth of clarity, is our sword of clarity. It's truth, it's honesty, it's justice prevails, right? But I want you to see it's broken. The crown is off. So it's like half truths. I can't help it. There's a like you destroy people with the truth sometimes. There may you may have challenge, you know, like the challenge with the truth. And how you say it. Maybe it comes across very cutting, very sharp. See how sharp and pointed this is? Maybe the truth and the clarity comes across very sharp. So that may be a challenge that you face. In being able to provide the message that you are giving with a little grace, a little mercy, a little more balance, harmony. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Challenges you faced, patience. So possibly sharp tongue. That's what I get. Sharp tongue. Coupled with impatience. Okay, these are challenges. Impatience, maybe because you're, you know, being too short to listen, something like that. Waiting for things to balance out, waiting for things to harmonize. You may have come into some sort of imbalance. Challenges also, the Nine of Pentacles. So stability, finding some sort of self-stability, some way to gracefully appear. Usually the Nine of Pentacles, there's a gracefulness about her. She's the single lady. You know, she's very graceful and has everything. It's like you want to appear that you have everything, but you don't. Like you know everything, but you don't. Right? That's what you want to appear. The Seven of Wands. You struggle with surrendering. Surrendering what? Surrendering things that don't help you. Surrendering things that are heavy burden, heavy work, hard loads, heavy loads. Surrendering those that you need to guard yourself with, protect yourself from. Letting go of those. Also resting. Taking a break. Overworking. Remember, we talked about that. These are your challenges. So you challenge taking a break. And then, yes, the Two of Swords. You have, there is a struggle with balance. There is a struggle with decision. Even though you're very knowledgeable and your job was to bring justice, you struggled with some of the decisions that you may have brought forth. You may have questioned them. You may have definitely questioned them, questioned everything. Very sharp-witted. Still, the money is the primary focus here. It's right in the center. That is like your strongest challenge was, you know, work and money, the career, getting to where you wanted to be. You maybe held on to too much. You have 2 2s, 2 7s. 2772. 2772. Numbers could be significant. Okay, so let's move forward. These were the challenges. Okay, let me spread these out for you a little bit more. I think they'll fit. I'm going to get some other cards here, though. Okay, I have to go over a little bit more. My bad, I should have just left them alone. So anal about that. I'm so anal about that. Okay, so those were your challenges. The decisions you make. Balancing out. Having the patience for what you're working for to grow, to get to where you want it to be. Very short-tempered, especially with the mouth. Short tongue, quick to snap. That Ace of Swords right there, broken like that, quick to snap. Okay, so we're asking Spirit now, what are the lessons you learned? What are the lessons that you learned from these challenges, please? What are the lessons? The lessons we learned from these challenges, please. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides and Angels, Divine Mother and Father, ancestors and loved ones. The lessons we learned from these challenges. The lessons. The lessons. The lessons. Okay, you know, oh, okay. I was going to say, if you watch my channel, you know by the third riff, if nothing's come out, there's something that needs to be said. So there is a fear to say something, I believe, because that fear came out when nothing was being said. So there's a fear with the choices and decisions that you've rendered. You may have worked in the justice system, in some sort of legal system with relationships like parents, you know, possibly children, family divorces, that kind of stuff. And like the divorce, or what is it? I don't know the legalities, but fear. You may have questioned some of the decisions that you made from time to time, if they were for the right, if they were the right decision at all. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. These are the things you learned throughout all of this. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And last but not least, patience. And that was a challenge for you. So it's beautiful confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. That was the challenge for you, was this patience, the Seven of Pentacles. So you did learn. I accept that everything happens in divine order. You do not have all the power. You do have the power to connect with Spirit, and you do wield a lot of power, but you do not have it all. Everything does happen in divine order, and that's a beautiful thing that you actually learned here, is to give it over to the divine and allow yourself to be helped here. And to trust that, you know, the decisions that you wielded, they were given to you from the divine, that you were guided, right? You were guided. Okay. I want to get, right here, I want to get the most powerful message that you received in this life. What is the most powerful message that we received in this life, Spirit? The most powerful message. Most powerful message we received. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so the most powerful message is a personal journey. I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from others. We are each on our own journey, and mine does not need to look like anyone else's. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. That is the most powerful message that you received, is that this is your own personal journey. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's. You're going to make mistakes, and you're going to move on from them. You're going to learn and evolve and grow from them. And every lesson is different from others, right? It's a personal journey. Beautiful message here. Okay. So now I want to ask Spirit, how did you die? Maybe this is something you don't even want to know, and if that's the case, please do fast forward. If not, stay tuned. Let's see. How did they die? How did they die? How did they die, Spirit? Wow. Poverty? Possibly. Six of Pentacles is equal reciprocity. It's equal give and take. It's measured money. So did you die from poverty? Did you give away too much? Did you hold too much back? Did you lose it all? Did you take a risk and gamble it all away? Let me see. You had this attachment to money. Where's the Six of Pentacles, please? Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles, please. How did they die? The Six of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Okay. So you left everything behind. You did. You took too much. You took too much. Look, he's packing the bag. Is there? Okay. Let's just see. Yep. Make sure there was nothing else there. He's packing the bag. Look. The Eight of Cups usually is, or typically, all the cups are sitting up. He's walking away. Here he's packing the bags. He's taking it with him. So you took too much. Greed. I don't know, exactly how or whatever, but greed. You took too much. You took too much from those around you. You gave less than what you took. I'm picking up drown. Some of you may have drowned with this water back here. Some of you may have actually drowned. Okay, but most of you is like there was something with greed. You got too greedy, maybe you got too greedy with your health or whatever. You did something and it actually ultimately, was your demise. Wow. You took too much. You may have went off and, like you were alone when you died. Because you walked away from someone or something with the Eight of Cups here. You may have been alone when you died. Mm-hmm. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, let's go here. These are the Sea Soul Journey cards. We're going to ask Spirit, how did this past life shape you? How did this past life shape you? How did this past life shape you? How did it shape you? How did it shape you? Those two fell over. Heard. May your brave call be carried on the wind. You learn to listen. expansive. May you connect to the whole. You learned that there was something greater than yourself, that there was an interconnectedness, that although you were on a personal journey, that you were still connected to everyone else. You learned to imagine, to believe, to have faith in the unseen. May you look beyond what you can see. You learn to connect to the divine. You learn to give up the control. Accept. May you receive what is as it comes. You learn to, yes, to give and receive properly. To not take too much. To not take too much as more than you give. To not take more than you give. Okay. All right, so we're going to get some charms. These may or may not resonate with you now, in the future, in the past. They're just signs, synchronicities, things like that, letters that could be significant for you. My eyes are closed. If you watch my channel, you know that I do not peek. So let's see. I'm feeling, nope. Right here. Okay. So we got, oh, we got no letters. Okay. So we got a mask. So masks could be significant for you. Opera, you may have worn a mask. We got the stingray. Adaptability. Maneuverability. We got the seahorse. Inch by inch is what I get with this as I'm picking it up. Taking it slow and easy. This is also soulmate energy. You got the wing. So spiritual guidance, protectance, angels, messages, transformation, the skull. Very transformative. Feeling Halloween too. Also, you got the blossom. So new opportunities, things blooming, possibly springtime. Oh, look, you got double stingrays. Double stingrays. Double stingrays. That's your soulmate. That's your partner. I feel like that's an indication that some of you are coming together. Or some of you are learning how to be more flexible with others, how to be more adaptable, how to flow more easily, how to, fit in smaller places, that kind of stuff with someone else. Beautiful energy. Okay, so if you have liked this reading or enjoyed any of it, please do hit all those jazzy little buttons down there. They help the channel grow, which I really, really appreciate. I do hope that you have enjoyed this past life reading. And until next time, take great care of yourself. And as always, may your love and kindness boomerang back to you. Bye.